We have to hurry to Canaan. The purification process is reaching its limit.
Don't push yourself too hard, Mila.
As if having to battle Kronos wasn't bad enough. You've spent a great deal of time trapped in the dimensional abyss.
And do you think I'll listen when you tell me to take it easy?
Ah, well.
No, of course not.
That is correct. This is no time to falter. And besides, you promised Elle. Not to mention, the other me.
You know about the other Mila who was with us?
I do. I saw everything.
How could you? I thought you were trapped in the dimensional abyss.
I was. I tried using the power of the Four to return to the Prime Dimension, but couldn't.
Because the other Mila had come to the Prime Dimension.
The abyss between dimensions is a void of nothingness, bereft even of the elements. I could only drift through it using the power of the Four to protect myself. While in that coma-like state, I dreamt of Luger, the other Mila, and all of you. It was as if I was journeying right along with you.
How is that even possible?
I do not know myself, but her conflict and her wish came through quite clearly. Luger, everyone, I want you to lend your strength to me. Or should I say, to Mila Maxwell.
You couldn't stop us from helping, even if you tried.
Our strength is yours to command.
Mila, why?
Elle,
You seem unwell.
Your Highness, can I ask you something? What's your job? I mean, what does a king do?
If I had to sum it up in a single line, I'd say it's putting the needs of his people before himself.
Does that mean you'd be willing to die to save me?
No. A king cannot sacrifice himself for any individual, not you or anyone else. That would be an abdication of duty and a betrayal of his subjects.
Huh. Yeah, I can see that.
However, if I could save someone important to me by risking my own life, I would do so without hesitation.
But you just said you wouldn't die for someone. What's the difference?
In other words, I would do what your Mila did.
My Mila.
Yes. Although I imagine the Mila I know would have done the same.
But it made me feel bad.
You need to turn your sadness into pride for having been protected. Live a life that will prove to her that you were indeed worth saving.
I don't entirely get it, but I think I sort of understand. Thanks, Your Highness. Luger, I was just talking to His Highness about what happened. He sort of helped me through it. Kids probably aren't supposed to bother kings with their problems, huh?
I'm sure he was happy to help.
Yeah, I think he was. Even though I'm just a kid, His Highness really tried to help. The kings in storybooks are mostly jerks, but His Highness is different. He's a good king. Luger, can I ask for your payment? Congrats on 1 million gold repaid! I knew you could take the heat, Luger.
Well done, Mr. Kresnik. I have a message for you from President Bakor. I want to meet the real Maxwell. Bring her to Spirius. End quote. Please follow through at your earliest convenience.
All anyone cares about is the stupid Maxwell, Mila.
I'm sorry.
Man, it sure is weird to be traveling with Gaius and Muse this time.
Indeed. We were mortal enemies only a year ago.
I still remember the final battle between Mila and Gaius. When Mila got Gaius in a leg-trap chameleon clutch and forced him to tap out.
She's joking, obviously.
I wasn't tapping out, I was reaching for the ropes. The judge called it wrong.
Wait, what?
I don't know what this chameleon clutch art you speak of is, but if it has the power to force Gaius to submit, I would very much like to learn it.
Shall I teach you? First, you need to find and wrap your arms around a chameleon. I can't keep up with this anymore.
So, who really did win?
Well,
The answer to that question is in the world you see around you.
Meaning, the real battle is about the fate of the two linked worlds?
Yes, and Gaius is still fighting to unify the world today.
I am far from alone in that.
Indeed, Jude, Leia, Rowan, all the others, and you, Luger. You're a part of this too. That's why I still believe that everyone will emerge victorious in a fully unified world.
Right.
Wow, Mila. You may be oblivious when it comes to humor, but you certainly know how to inspire the troops.
Naturally. Now, before I was interrupted, I believe you were going to teach me this chameleon clutch art.
As I recall, I only asked for Luger and Maxwell.
We don't trust you spurious people.
Oh, why don't you tell me how you really feel, Dr. Mathis? I didn't expect that much spine from one who claims to support both Spyrix and spirits.
The accord twixt the two nations has been ratified. Adversity can be a strong foundation for peace.
How selfless of you to come all this way to give me your report. Both as a CEO and a citizen, I'm overjoyed.
I take it that you're Beasley Bakor. Looking at you, you do appear to be a formidable man.
And you, I would presume, must be the true Maxwell.
My Mila was true too, you know.
You are correct.
Every inch as proud as I'd expect from the Lord of Spirits.
The dimensional abyss has stabilized.
Then I shall transfer you the coordinates of the fractured dimension containing the final waymarker.
Have you uncovered the identity of the last waymarker yet?
No. That said, you should find it easily enough. Focus your search on the divergence catalyst, as in any other case. If Dr. Mathis and his friends are willing to cooperate, you are sure to succeed.
I'll cooperate with Luger, but I do it on my own terms, to fulfill my duty.
Indeed. We cooperate because we want to, not because we are ordered to.
Exercising your own free will, huh? That is humanity's strength. You have some steadfast friends, Luger. The final waymarker is within our grasp. In this grand endeavor, I wish you Godspeed.
You put a lot of trust in Luger.
With good reason. The key of Kresnik is mankind's last hope. Only he can overcome Origin's trial.
No pressure, right?
I didn't expect the company president to see us off personally.
A difficult man to predict.
Charlton, huh? It's been ages.
It takes me back to when we all first met.
Conductor Ilbert?
Yes, I am Rowan Ilbert. I was once the steward for House Cheryl. A pleasure to see you again.
How dare you!
How dare I what?
You take me for an idiot? I don't know who put together that costume of yours, pal, but it's not fooling me.
Costume?
Don't play dumb. Conductor Ilbert died 8 years ago. He was murdered. Have you no shame?
Rowan was murdered?
Where have you been? It was a big deal in Riza Maxia. King Gaius threw him a state funeral and everything.
Huh?
Who murdered him?
No one knows. They found the body floating in Lake Xillia in Olympias.
Lake Xillia.
Now, I've had enough of your sick little joke. Buzz off.
Intriguing. A fractured dimension in which I've been murdered.
But if everyone here already knows about Olympius, and Rowan died 8 years ago...
This fractured dimension must be several years ahead of the prime dimension.
Anyway, let's investigate the murder scene. They said the murder scene was at Lake Xillia in Olympius, correct?
That is what they said. But visiting the site of my own murder, I can't say I'm looking forward to this.
I wonder if the time capsule we buried is here in this world too.
An interesting question. Shall we visit the manor to see for ourselves?
So, you used to be Drisell's steward, Rowan? What kind of stews did you make?
Steward? Is that even a word?
I wasn't her stewer. I was her steward.
Oh, I know that word. It's like a handmaid, right?
Steward...
Steward is another word for butler. I served Lady Drisell, the Lord of Charlton.
A rich, elegant lady. That's every man's dream.
Why, Luger, I had no idea.
My daddy always said I'm a beautiful young lady, too.
Luger, what do you think of Drisell? I could try and set you up with her.
Huh?
Don't be shy now. You two are the same age, after all.
Wait just a moment. Any prospective suitor of my Lady Drisell must complete my extensive screening process. First, you'll need to pass the 256 tests I've prepared for any aspirant to her hand.
Don't be so strict. I'll be vouching for him.
Then you'll need to be evaluated as a would-be matchmaker. There are 180 requirements, but you can pass with a score of 170 or above.
But I am the Lord of Spirits. Must I be tested so?
Of course. Lady Drisell is my greatest treasure, bequeathed to me by Lord Klein himself. She means more to me than life itself.
Wow, you sound just like my daddy, Rowan. This is where the time capsules are, right?
Correct. Burying them here was Lady Drisell's idea.
Should we dig them up?
Let's dig them all up.
Very well. No need to feel guilt over an unsightly hole. This world will be gone soon enough.
You're gonna open mine, too?
These are exactly the same time capsules that we buried.
Interesting.
This dimension's history was identical to the Prime's, until some point in the past.
Perhaps my death was the point at which the two split.
The death of a nation's prime minister would certainly leave a mark on history.
Rowan, don't you want to meet this dimension's Drisell?
I'd better not. Nothing good would come of it.
What a cute little glowy dog thing.
It's a Spyrite.
Who found you? Don't go running off like that.
Excuse me, but is that a Spyrite?
Huh? Yeah, what else would it be?
Does it ever, lose control of itself?
Good heavens, no. I mean, he gets into trouble once in a while, but he's a good little Spyrite.
Where might we learn more about Spyrite technology?
Well, you could try the Spirius Corporation, I guess, but I doubt they'll tell you anything worthwhile. It's not really in their interest to spill any secrets. They have a total monopoly on the Spyrite market.
Spyrite technology is everywhere in this world.
Perhaps the Jude of this dimension could tell us the secret to making Spyrite technology viable.
One more question. Have you ever heard the name Jude Mathis?
Sure, in school. He's the guy who brought Spyrite technology to the masses.
How about that, Jude?
Shame how he died, though. It's been a few years, but I still remember all the news stories about that mass murder. All those bodies bobbing in Lake Xillia. Ugh.
Wait, I'm dead too?
Clearly, we need to get to this Lake Xillia. It's turning out to be quite the crime scene.
Is dying like what happened to Mila? Hey, Jude. What was that weird animal thing? Jude? Hello? What's his deal?
Mila, could you do something?
Very well. Jude,
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about something.
you should stop. That line of thought won't lead you to the answers you seek.
Huh? What did you think I was thinking about?
About whether the profusion of spyrites was connected to your murder.
Yeah.
If they're unrelated, then that's that. Even if they are, that's a path you mustn't choose.
But what if it's my death that leads to spyrites replacing Spyrix technology?
Don't talk like that. Sure, it would be cute to have those weird little things everywhere, but I'd rather have you.
Do you understand now why you can't choose that option?
Because I need to be around to bring about the future we all yearn for. Because you won't be there to do it yourself.
Look at all the spyrites.
Nature seems to be bouncing back.
Jude.
You two really get each other, huh?
Yeah.
This is simply the way Jude is. Please try and understand.
Wait, you found something strange in Lake Xillia?
While I was fishing, I reeled it in by accident.
Wait a minute. I know that thing. This is the stuffed animal the governor of Charlton asked us to look for.
Right. Apparently it was that poor little girl's most prized possession.
Why did it show up now? She's been dead for years.
They never did find the killer, you know. Damn thing's probably cursed.
Tipo?
Which means the murdered girl was none other than...
Elise.
What in the world happened at that lake?
Let's make haste for Lake Xillia. The culprit must be long gone, or perhaps we can obtain some more information about the deed.
Lake.
Drellin's so full of restaurants. The entire city smelled fantastic. Just thinking about it makes my stomach growl.
Really? At a time like this? Clearly all that time in the Abyss did nothing to steady your metabolism.
Oh, food is the fundamental building block of life, Jude. And you can't fight on an empty stomach.
Everyone's talking about food, and now I'm hungry.
As am I. When do you imagine we'll be eating?
Your cooking has them all eating out of your hand, Luger.
Indeed. Although I understand that Elle's father is quite the cook in his own right.
He sure is. He's the best cook I've ever met in my life.
Defeating Luger in the kitchen is no easy feat. I hope I get the opportunity to try his cooking one day.
Well, if you're that eager, when I see him again, I'll ask him for you. Maybe he'll take pity on everyone and cook for all of you.
I certainly hope he does.
Well, that would be most generous of him.
Slaves to your appetites, the whole lot of you. Everything is so lush.
So this is where they found the bodies of all the victims.
Does anyone live over there?
This house wasn't in the Prime Dimension, was it?
It's quite the mystery house, I should say.
It's not a mystery, because that's where I live. That's my house. I live there with my daddy. Daddy!
Elle! Is that really Elle's house?
How could it be? This is a fractured dimension after all.
Daddy.
Welcome home, Elle.
Where are the bad guys?
They're gone now.
Are you okay? Oh, Daddy!
Mask.
So that's Elle's father.
Don't ask me.
Jealousy is natural.
It's a common human emotion, after all.
Keep in mind, Luger, this is a fractured dimension.
Seems my girl's been in good hands. I'm Victor. Where are my manners? It's been too long since I've had guests. Please, join me for dinner. What do you say, Luger? I hope it sufficed.
Yes, thank you. You delivered quite a feast.
It's pretty tasty stuff, huh?
Beats my cooking. You'll be as good a cook as me someday. I know it. Give it 10 years.
Maybe sooner than that, Daddy. His cooking is already super tasty. And you gotta try his Elle-style Mabo curry.
I haven't enjoyed a meal this much in 10 years.
I think I ate too much. I think it's Daddy's fault for making my favorites.
You earned them all, my dear.
Victor, there's something I'd like to ask you.
You're curious about the mask, I'd wager. My face was scarred in battle long ago.
Not that.
What is it then? Who are you? Elle's father, of course.
In a sense, but...
But I'm from this dimension. Is that it? Let me dispel any doubts. I really am this Elle's father.
That would mean Elle.
Yes. My daughter was born with a power that only a few Kresniks have ever possessed. She can manipulate space and time, a skill lost in the Prime Dimension.
She's the key of Kresnik?
So the power was never Luger's to manifest.
He knew the truth of it all along.
What are you planning to do with the key?
You see, the key has its limits. And you stand in my way, Luger. I don't want to wake my daughter. Let's step out. Impressive view, yes?
Has Spyrite technology been perfected in this dimension?
It has, and you perfected it 8 years ago.
I see.
But then, I killed you.
Why in the world would you do that?
I didn't stop at Jude either. I killed you in this dimension as well. Alvin, Leia, and even Elise. I killed you all. You tried to stop me from killing Beasley. Even Julius took your side. Beasley made a grave mistake when he tried to take Elle from me.
I'll ask you again. What are you plotting?
I simply wish to live in peace with the real Elle. But that will never happen as long as he exists.
Victor, don't tell me you're...
A fractured version of Luger?
Exactly. I'm the future version of you, and now I shall become a real you.
Hey, what's everybody doing here?
Go back inside, honey. We're just having a little talk. No need to be frightened, Elle. If we go to the land of Canaan, I can make this all go away, I promise. You and I can live happily ever after, Elle.
We really can?
Is that really possible? It is, and I will make it happen. I'll make a wish to the Spirit Origin to start my life over again. And Elle will be with me, of course. Reborn as my daughter in the Prime Dimension.
I'll be reborn?
That makes no sense. You'll be different people.
But we will still be together!
Daddy!
Everything will be fine. We'll make brand new memories. Come here. This time Mommy will be with us too.
No. I don't want that! No!
Elle. It's mine!
So you lured Luger into this dimension, to trade places with him!
Using your own daughter!
Yes! I knew Elle would bring Luger to me! After all, I am the final white marker!
What kind of monster manipulates his own daughter like this?
What the hell do you know?!
What in the...
I killed my father and brother for this power!
No! Stop it! Please, just stop!
Wait for me. I'll end this.
Daddy... This can't be happening.
Elle, I'm sorry.
We had no choice.
My body...
Daddy...
Damn! I'm already out of time! Listen, Luger. There is a limit to how much you can use your power.
A limit?
Wait, does that mean...
You've become a divergence catalyst?
All power comes with a price to pay. That's just the way it is. You see?
So that's why you chose to be reborn.
Luger! What are you going to choose?
I'll kill Victor.
Please. Take care of Elle. Open the path to Canaan. Complete Origin's trial.
No, Daddy! Daddy! Get up!
Hey,
Where's Elle?
gods!
She's becoming a catalyst.
But why would something like that even happen? Unless the power really is within Elle.
We're not going to figure this out here. Let's find a room in Drellin.
This must be so hard for Luger.
And there's nothing we can do. Even the Lord of Spirits is powerless to help. Elle's becoming a divergence catalyst? I don't understand how this could happen.
According to Victor, becoming a divergence catalyst is the price for using the clan's power beyond a certain limit.
If Elle is the daughter of Luger from a fractured dimension, that would make her part of the Kresnik family. But she doesn't even seem to have access to Chromatus powers.
Jude, you started to say something about this earlier. Do you remember what that was?
I do. The pocket watch is the key to manifesting the Chromatus, right? But when Luger first transformed into his Chromatus, it was Elle that was holding the watch.
So Luger has been using Elle as a conduit for his power.
Do you remember how Luger couldn't transform into his Chromatus when we first met the other Mila?
That's because Elle wasn't with us then.
So then Elle has been paying the price for Luger's use of the power.
But it goes without saying that Luger had no way of knowing this.
Still,
there was no way for any of us to know of this.
I'm sorry, Luger.
There's no need to apologize. Who could have possibly guessed that the Chromatus was linked to the catalysts like this?
Elle's not doing so good.
Is the catalyst sickening her?
No, she's been traumatized. I mean, she just saw her father... Oh, sorry. I know it's not like you had a choice in the matter.
I'm worried about her. And you. How are you holding up?
I'm fine.
You're a strong person. Witnessing your own death would be a shock to anyone. I can't imagine. Don't push yourself too hard. We're alive, for better or worse, and that means we have a duty to fulfill. Is it Spurious?
Luger, we've confirmed the retrieval of the final waymarker. Please proceed to Rize Harbor in Marksburg immediately.
What's the plan?
We'll depart tomorrow. Tonight, we should rest.
A wise course of action.
You must be starving, right? Luger made us some tasty soup.
No. I don't want it! I only want my daddy's soup, and this isn't it! It's never gonna be right, just like you're never gonna be my daddy! I want my daddy! Why'd you have to do that to him?
Are you okay?
Are you...
It'll heal in no time. Wait, you're gonna make more?
I want to. For Elle.
But...
Do whatever you need to do.
I'll help, if that's all right. Your arm is still injured. All done? I'm sorry that I can't do more for you.
Want a taste?
This is really good. Luger, even if Victor's plan had worked out the way he'd intended, even then, Elle wouldn't have been truly happy. You know, I think she'll understand someday.
It's good. Luger, I ran away, 'cause I realized something. When somebody leaves you, when they disappear, you never get to taste their cooking again.
I'm sorry.
You were just protecting me, weren't you? Keeping me safe. From my daddy.
Elle, are you okay?
Luger, hey, do you have a moment? Sorry to pester you again, but...
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I know you do. Just doing my job.
Sad as it is, even at times like this, the world still marches on.
And considering our place in that world, we shouldn't expose Elle to any more danger. Rowan, can you find a safe place for Elle to stay while we see this through?
I'll see what I can come up with.
Are you leaving me behind because I'm a fake?
No way.
No one wants me. Even Daddy felt that way. He said he only wanted to be with the real Elle.
All right then. We'll take her with us.